fast. So, music director, Dave Lamb. Now let's
Through the interstellar voyages of Star Trek to the pulse-pounding exploits of Marvel and DC superheroes, his compositions have become integral to countless cherished tales. But it's his work on loss, these emotional journeys that resonate so deeply with audiences, taking TV soundtracks to a whole new level. One might say that these brilliant compositions on loss are his most beloved, iconic, and memorable of all. Oh, he thinks so.
Without the bone-chilling, soul-slicing sounds of the smoke monster, right? Or the gentle first few chords of the Elijah Jack theme. Michael's music has always brought tears to my eyes. His music fills our hearts, our minds, our imaginations with images that we will never forget. And it fills our hearts with memories that we have all collectively made together.
So, please, join us in taking this moment to recognize the person that has the craft that's touched all of our souls for so many years with his timeless music. Mr. Michael J.
This is incredible. We're all getting Lexuses tonight. Congratulations. Thanks, guys. Right here. So, we got some stuff to do for you. So why don't we get started? You have something you want to? Let's do it.
Let's play. Can we play in front of you guys for once? So, usually we do this without you looking. Let's see if we're any good when you're paying attention. Settle yourself, please, Ian.
I'm ready.
Exterior, jungle. Campsite, red. Close our fire as a piece of dry wood kicks up a field of embers as it's dropped into the blaze. Mama's getting old. Kate settles down next to the fire, Sawyer on the opposite side.
I was going to say, Josh already made it tonight, so...
Wait, that's freckles to you, sir? Two outlaws, camped out under the stars. Now, this is for the look at her. And damn it, Sawyer ain't charmed. Reaches into his pack and merges with a whole handful of mini bottles. Yes, please. Oh, good. I'm so glad my pages are out of order. Hang on, bear with me. See, this is what happened on set all the time. All right, thank you. Good.
You want to play? You got to play.
Kate smelling the rat. Play what? What?
Man.
Am I supposed to know what that means?
A game is what it is. Call it a way to get to know each other, for example. I know you never went to college.
And how do you know that?
Well, if you had, you'd have heard of I am.
You keep going. I'll be right in.
Oh,
yeah.
Simple. You say I, and then finish the sentence. And if it's something you did, you drink. And if it's something you never did, you don't drink.
Kate absorbs this. Then, that makes absolutely no sense.
Then learn by example. I have never kissed a man. Now you drink, because you kissed a man.
She would hardly call him a man, but... Subtext, that man being him. Kate sighs. What's the object of this game?
Well, what's the object, man?
On Kate deciding whether or not to embark on this foolishness. Sawyer's just looking at her, eyes a twinkling. So, she cracks open her bottle. Drinks. Sawyer grins, impressed because she's actually drinking booze and he's drinking wine.
What's this? Never normally do this.
Oh wait, okay, fun little fact, since we're here. When we actually shot this scene, Kate was actually drinking booze while Sawyer was drinking water. And Sawyer not as surprised as we might expect him to be. But what is surprising is that Sawyer drinks too. Drains his whole mini bottle. And when he's done,
Well, looks like we got something in common after all.
hard to imagine that that would still happen. So thank you. It means so much to us. We're so happy to do this with you. You know, it's not often that beyond the stars of the show, the people in the background become sort of a face of the show as well. And the person I'm going to bring out now just happens to be one of those people that sort of like came from the background but also became part of the foreground, and that is Mr. Showrunner Carlton Hughes. Come on.
Distance people came to countrywide for this concert. We really appreciate the effort everybody made to come to this event. Thank you guys so much. We're really happy to be back on Oahu. This was our home for 6 years in making the show, and it was such a great experience. Everybody on the island treated us so well, and it's such a welcome to be here celebrating. It's hard to believe, 20 years since we started this adventure. We shot all but, I think, about 5 scenes of the entire series on the island of Oahu. we're all here because of Michael and his incredible music. And I mean, I may be a little bit biased, but in my opinion, the music for Lost is the best music for any television show ever. One of the little tricks that we would employ when writing the show was, we would try to kind of land things emotionally, but sometimes we feel like we might have fallen short, might not quite have gotten there. And then literally in the scripts we would write, and then Chiquino plays the shit out of this. And he did. I mean, it was incredible. Michael, would deliver just that oomph we needed and never failed to do so. Another trick that we employed in the scripts was, of course, the show was on ABC. It was on at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. There's a lot of broadcast standards. Clearly, actors on our show could never drop F-bombs, but the scripts themselves were full of F-bombs in the non-dialogue part of the scripts. And that for us was a way of kind of trying to convey to everyone here in Hawaii who was reading the scripts the intensity with which we wanted scenes to be played. So I'm going to read a scene which is from the season finale of season 1, and you'll see what I mean as we get along here. Exterior jungle night. Walking ahead of Hurley and Kate, we find Locke banged up, but more intense than ever as he goes about grabbing his torch with more dry fuel, lights it as Jack appears behind him, stops a good 10 feet away, a beat as they size each other up. Jack, I need for you to explain to me what the hell is going on inside your head, Locke.
you ready to cry? Someone there was like, yes!
I'll make it funny, don't worry. Interior, Looking Glass Station Common. Kathwoom! The grenade, and Mikhail with it, explodes with a dull thud, and an instant later, Christ. The porthole implodes inwards with a rush of water. Psst. The monitor, instantly doused, blinks out as water rushes in like a giant fire hose. The force unstoppable, the porthole too small for Charlie to swim out through. Interior, Looking Glass Station, comm room, continuous. Back on Charlie, knowing now that his fate truly is upon him. An odd sense of calm comes over him, even as he watches Desmond frantically pounding away with a fire extinguisher. But there is one more thing he must do. He grabs his Sharpie, and as the water gushes in and rises around him, he writes something on his hand, then wades through the waist-deep water towards the door. He and Desmond meet eyes through the window. Charlie! Charlie! Desmond is wild-eyed. Charlie serene. He gives Desmond a look of final farewell, then holds his hand up to the glass so that Desmond can read the message he has written on it. Not Penny's boat. Desmond reads it. What? Baffled by what it means, but that doesn't matter now. Right now, what matters is that the water is now up to Charlie's neck.
censorship.
We're going to play the orientation here.
See, Ian, they do it for me too. I know. Believe me, I know.
Good luck. And now, I share that luck with you, mates. On a recent vacation to Australia, I had a dream while camping under the stars of the outback. A dream of chicken.
Introducing Mr. Clark's new Outback Roasters, made with the best free-range chicken in the...
It's insane when you think of it that way. But within that 52 hours, there's a lot of weird shit, right? And I just want to show you how some of that stuff works here, and we can talk about this. We're gonna like with the violins. If we want to make you guys feel uneasy, right? We're gonna do this. We're gonna go. Nothing good is coming out of this. Right? And if we want to raise your blood pressure even more, we'll just slowly. I don't know if they like that or not, but it's really fun. With the cellos and the basses, here we go. The others. And then you have this thing called a snap picks, which is really interesting. It's a cool sound, right? Come on, that's cool.
The console. Interior freighter radio room, day. And if Desmond ever meant anything in his life, it's this. Saeed takes a beat, then hands Desmond the phone. It's the moment of truth. Desmond puts it to his ear, then bleep, 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 bleep. And now we do a slow push-in on him. And we can feel things are coming together now, something almost magic, as hope fills Desmond. His eyes wet, listening to the phone ringing for one more painfully long beat, and finally, a click.
Hello? Desmond?
Yes. After all this time apart, after 2 seasons, Penny and Desmond are actually talking to each other. Not in flashback, but now. Desmond, as he clutches the phone, ecstatic and now complete. You answer, Penny. You answer. And now we intercut this with interior, Penny, present day London flat, night. A modern loft typed on modern day Penny. Fearful, hopeful, confused, but most of all, thrilled.
Desmond? Where are you?
I'm on a boat. I've been on an island, but my God, Penny, is that really you? And yes, we get it. The shifting is over. The Desmond we've come to know is the one on the phone with Penny.
Yes, it's me.
You believe me? You still care about me? On Penny, her eyes filling, so much to fucking say.
Desmond, I've been looking for you for the last 3 years. I know the island, I've researched.
A burst of static drowns out whatever she was going to say. Desmond looks at Saeed, frantic as Penny's voice comes back.
I spoke to your friend Charlie, and that's when I knew, that's when I really knew you were still alive. I knew
Penny is overcome with emotion as she speaks into the phone.
that I wasn't crazy.
Desmond closes his eyes, intoxicated by the pure joy of knowing the woman of his dreams still cares for him. But the static and the atmospheric distortion is getting worse.
Desmond, are you still there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, it's my ringing, yes.
There's no more waiting. Who knows how long they have? I love you. I've always loved you, Penny. I'm so sorry. I love you. On Penny's face. Well, this is fucking overwhelming.
I love you too, Desmond.
More static. It's fucking breaking up. Desmond clutches the phone like a lifeline. And with an equal measure of love and determination, they're talking over each other now. I don't know where I am.
I'll find you, Des.
I promise.
No matter what,
I'll get home to you.
I promise.
I promise. More fucking static. One final burst of clean air as they both say at precisely the same time. I love you. And then the phone goes dead.
Exterior tarmac day. The camera follows Jack as he starts down the ramp at the back of the plane and onto the tarmac. He can't quite believe what he's looking at as the camera circles around Jack to reveal the wild scene on the tarmac. A crowd of oceanic officials, Coast Guard luminaries, and most importantly, the family members of the survivors. Exterior tarmac day. Giacchino plays for all it's worth. As survivors come down the ramp. First comes Jack. He's enveloped into the arms of a woman. We haven't seen her since season 1, but who else would sob with joy upon seeing him? Hey, Mom. Next comes Son, who is grabbed and hugged by her well-dressed mother, Mrs. Pink. Even the normally formal Mr. Pike is choked with emotion as he takes Son into his embrace. Now Hurley steps down the ramp, sees his mother and father. His mom hauls ass across the tarmac, screaming in delight in Spanish. And Hurley runs to her, crying. She smothers Hurley in her arms. His dad grabs the both of them, overcome and emotional too. Saeed is the next one down. He descends the ramp, not looking around or expecting anyone. He offers a smile and politely shakes hands with several of the Coast Guard officials, and that's when Hurley yanks him over, to meet his parents. Mom and Pop Rays have enough hugs for Saeed to it's a love fest. And finally, Kate comes down the ramp. She's holding Aaron in her arms, knowing there's no one there for her. Or him. All they've got is each other. And that's both beautiful and sad. And now Aaron starts to cry. And as Kate's eyes water, somehow feeling the same pain that he is, she looks out at the crowded tarmac. Party. All these people. And yet she has never felt more fucking alone.
I was working with Brian in the garage, and he said it was when the Prius was exciting. He said, "Oh, my neighbor, runner. All I had was runner, runner. He's got the new Prius. Let's go check it out." So we ran into this. Me and Brian came across. And now a runner in the UK is a PA. And I remember looking at it and going, it's kind of old to be a runner. This was kind of grumpy as well. But anyway, that was my first recollection of weekend. And then later on, I was in the show.
Yes.
But I think that was the moment you went,
Yeah, exactly. Just listed somewhere in there.
And this was the moment that Carlton gave away to my children who have never seen the show yet, What's in the Hatch.
Well,
Oh well, onwards and upwards. I was saving it their whole life.
okay.
So, the scene we're going to read now is from episode 112. Who is so good that they know the name of episode 112? No! But I love that it's an eccentric episode. Well done. Brownie points. Anyone? 112.
Cowboys someday.
Another great episode and totally wrong. I'm only asking because I can never remember the name of the episode.
original.
Thank you. Yes, the one!
Abaturno is the.
Thank you. Albaturno.
Albaturno.
I'm supposed to intro it, but I can never remember the name. I thought you guys might.
Anyway,
Shall we?
Yeah, so after, by the way, so after 112 episodes, we felt we might take a shot at some answers. I don't know, just a little bit.
A glimmer, maybe, of an answer. Do we all remember being at that point, just a few episodes over 100? Was it an answer? Was it really an answer?
Okay, and so Ian is going to play Richard Albert. I am, with great apologies to Mark Pellegrino, going to play Jacob. Ian is going to read the narration.
I will read what Carlton wrote, so you can't blame me for anything I say. The purpose of the island. Exterior beach. Foot. Day. A small campfire burns on the beach, warming Albert as he sits in front of it wrapped in a blanket. He's shivering, soaked from his ordeal in the water. Glancing up, he sees Jacob walking out of the statue's foot, carrying a plain glass bottle of wine and 2 metal goblets. Albert processes that. Not exactly what he was expecting. Jacob looks up at him, honest.
My name is Jacob. I'm the one who brought your ship to this island.
for a moment, deciding how best to answer. Then he holds up the bottle. The cappuccino starting to play. A sense of real importance and mounting revelation.
Think of this wine as what you keep calling hell. There are other words for it too. Malevolence, evil, darkness.
Everyone always asks you when you're in this business, like, what was the favorite thing you ever worked on, right? And I always tell people I don't have any favorites. It's like kids, you can't choose, and this and that, and blah 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 blah. But the truth is, and you can't tell anyone. All right, just as between us. Truth is, Lost is my favorite. Such close friends over those years. Usually it's like high school, once it's done, you go your separate ways and that's it, you never see each other again. But we keep coming back together over the years, and that is in large part due to you guys too. So we want to thank you. And I always say, don't worry, it's going to be a lot of Lost fans, but that's okay, because if you're a Lost fan, that means you have to be a good person. Because I believe anyone who loves this show as much as you do, as much as we do, you gotta be a decent person, right? Lost is about that. It's about redemption, and it's about, love and family and all of those things, and spending the hours we have on this earth with the people you most want to be with. So don't forget that. Evangeline, thank you so much for being here tonight. Come on. Eden. So, we're going to leave you, I guess, with one more, right?
Yes, please.
You have it. You want one more? Dog wine. All right, get your tissues. Here we go.
Hey, kiddo.
Dad? Hello, Jack. I don't understand. You died.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Then how are you here right now? How are you here? I died too.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, son.
You real?
Sure hope so. Yeah, I'm real. You're real. Everything that's ever happened to you is real. All those people in the church, they're all real too.
They're all dead?
Everyone dies sometime, kiddo. Some of them before you, some long after you.
Why are they all here now?
Well, there is no now here.
Where are we, Dad?
But this is a place that you all made together so that you can find one another. The most important part of your life was the time that you spent with these people. That's why all of you are here. Nobody does it alone, Jack. You needed all of them, and they needed you.
For what?
To remember and let go.
Katie. She said we were leaving.
No. Moving on.
Where are we going?
stars for our stories on. Hi, Joe. Hi, Sam. Hi. Hi, Toronto, where I can see wherever you are. We love you guys so much.
Well, we'll just have to do it again someday. So.